DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Today's topic, I want to talk to my entrepreneurs, infopreneurs, solopreneurs, people who you're building your brand, building your business. You're doing it through the internet, whether it's through content. I mean, everybody's going to have content. You're selling information products. You want to be a professional speaker. You want to be a coach, consultant. Run your own business off of your own information and energy, and your presentation, your personality, your personal brand. Establishing that foundation. That's what I want to talk about here in this video. There's 3 specific points I want to give you about establishing your foundation. The first one is you got to be the source of the information. The second one is continuing to give people value up front so that they know what you're offering. The third one is you got to keep doing it. You got to stay good, stay relevant, stay up on relevant information to keep yourself relevant in the minds of the people, not just relevant in general, because that doesn't even mean anything to me, even though people like to use that phrase. So let's get right into it. Point number 1, establishing yourself as the source. So if you're going to be, let's say, for example, you want to be an athletic expert, athletic trainer. Your source topic is going to be basketball or football or baseball or just fitness in general. You got to establish yourself as a person who has all the information, who has a whole bunch of the answers, a person who's been through a lot of the experiences, a person who has a ton of examples on a specific topic. That's how you become the source of information. So that when someone Googles how to do these drills, or someone Googles how to lose 15 pounds, or someone Googles how to practice basketball dribbling, you're the name that comes up. Your information is coming up over and over and over again, or you're the person that people recommend, like, yo, you need to look up this guy right here, or listen to her right here, or watch this person's TV show, or subscribe to this person's YouTube, because they're always talking about this topic. They got a lot of information on it. You want to be the person who is the source of information on a particular topic. That's how you first establish your foundation. People got to know that you had the information. Even if they don't know, when they start looking for it or searching for it or talking about it, your name keeps coming up because you're everywhere. You got to be out there. If you're going to establish yourself through content, you got to be out there. You got to be out there consistently. And that leads us right into point number 2. For people to even want to become your client or your customer or your subscriber or your whatever they're going to be, your member, they first got to know that you have the information, and they got to sample the product. So first, that you become the source by them knowing that you have the information. Second thing, they got to sample the product, meaning you got to have the videos, you got to have the podcast or the blog post. You don't have to do all of these, but you got to choose which one you're going to do. You got to have enough information, enough content out there that people can sample the product, say, yo, this product is good, this person knows this stuff, this person has the answers, this person has the information. They can send you an email, they can DM you, they can follow you on Instagram, they can follow you on Twitter, follow your Snapchat, or whatever it is you're going to do, so that they know that you have the value. You giving them enough of that value up front that they can say, okay, this person has it, I know they can go to a higher level. They got to know that you have it. That's number 1, being the source. And number 2, they got to know you can go to a higher level, meaning you have to demonstrate, I have the information, I have the content. You're coming out consistently, whether that's once a week, whether that's once a day, whether it's multiple times a day, with the content that shows that you can go to a higher level than what's available for free. All right, the stuff that you're putting out for free needs to be better than the stuff that other people are charging money for. Let's say that one more time. The stuff that you're putting out for free needs to be better than the stuff that other people are charging money for. That way, you create an audience. That way, people say, you are the person. That way, people say, I'm following this individual right here because their stuff is better than everybody else's stuff. Your stuff just has to be better. Now, it got to be plentiful. You have to have enough of it that people can continue to consume it in volume. They listen to one episode of your podcast, they want to hear another one, and another one, and another one. And the question is, do you have that another one? Do you have another episode? Do you have another video? Do you have another topic? Do you have more information you can give? Can you go deeper on the subject? Because when people take it in, if they like it, they're going to want more. They're going to want more of that. They're going to want more of that. So you have to have it. Do you even have it? That's point number 2. And number 3, you got to keep doing it. You got to stay up on what's going on. You got to pay attention to whatever is happening in your industry or your particular field of study. You got to be out there doing things so that you can learn about what's going on, so you can bring it back to your audience. You can bring your perspective back to your audience. So you continue to give them more value. So as you establish yourself and people know that you can go to a higher level, you got to continue doing it, because listen, what's people's appetite for taking in information and content these days? Look at yourself. How many hours or minutes of videos do you watch every day? How many podcasts do you listen to? How many email lists do you subscribe to? How many blog posts do you read? How many books do you buy? We take in this stuff consistently all the time. And because we have smartphones now, we can take this stuff in all the time. 24 hours is with us. So you got to continue to create content, continue to have the information, continue to update your systems, continue to know what's going on, continue giving people a higher and higher level of what you already have, because they're going to want to keep taking it in. If they reach the end of what you have, if they get to the bottom of that well of whatever it is you offer, they're not going to just wait until you create something else. They're going to go find somebody else who has more information. Go find somebody else who has more content. Go find somebody else who's more consistent than you. Go find somebody else who can go deeper than you can go. So you can't have anybody who can take your spot. That's why you got to keep doing this. This is how you establish your foundation in building your name, building your brand, your customer list, your membership, whatever it is you're trying to do, your subscriber base. All of those put together, all of those fall under the umbrella of what I'm talking about here in this video. So let's recap what I told you. Number one, become the source of information. Have enough information, enough good, useful, valuable information on a subject, whether that's your experiences, your whatever way you want to put the content out. You got to have enough of it out there that when people go looking for XYZ subject, you're coming up. They got to be able to find you. That means you got to be out there for people to find you. Can't find you if you're in the house, metaphorically speaking. Point number two, you got to stay up on what's going on and understand that people want the sample before they buy. So even before somebody subscribes to you, they're going to watch a video or two or listen to an episode or two of your podcast, or maybe look through your Instagram before they like, all right, I'm going to follow this person, or I'm going to subscribe, or I'm going to keep listening, or whatever it is, right? We want to sample the product. Let me see if this person's actually good. Yeah, they had one post that was good, but do they have a bunch of them? Yeah, I like what they said in this caption, but are you like that in every caption, or was this just a random thing? We want to sample the product before we buy. And again, by buy, I mean subscribing, I mean becoming a follower. All of those are part of what I'm saying by buy. So not necessarily with money. So you got to have enough content, good content, valuable content out there that people can take it in, see that you're good before they make any type of commitment. And point number three, you got to keep doing this. Once people buy into you and they like you and they know you and they love you and they're following you, you got to keep putting out relevant stuff, because if they get to the bottom of what you're offering, you don't have anything else to offer, they're going to go somewhere else, because we take in content and information and knowledge and videos and podcasts and all this stuff consistently. We have an endless appetite for it, so you got to have an endless vault of material to share with people. As soon as you run out, they're going to go find somebody else. Now, in my game group membership, there's a section there on business entrepreneurship, building your brand, getting yourself known and getting yourself out there. I walk you strategically through doing all these things, creating an endless amount of content, building your brand, turning your content into products, making money from your brand and business, and hopefully getting you to the point where you can be full-time in building your brand. So you can let go of the things that you don't really want to do and go full-time in the things that you do want to do. But there's a process for that. There's a strategy for that. There's some work involved in that. And of course, there are results that we need to produce. So in the game group, I'll show you exactly how to do that. I'm going to walk you through it. We got a forum where you can ask me questions and get detailed answers. And you're going to be in a community of like-minded people who are also going after the same things you're going after, and you can bounce ideas off each other. That's all in the game group. The link to that is at dreallday.com/membership. It's down there in the video description. But again, it's at dreallday.com/membership. It's called the game group. That's where you can get the strategies and the coaching directly from me. Work on your game. dreallday.com.